Lone Depot Park in Miami, where outside of opening day, the Marlins had their largest weeknight attendance of the season last night. Yes, the World Series champs, they are a big draw wherever they go. And today, the Dodgers send Tony Gonsolin to the mound, looking to secure a series win over the Marlins coming up in 30 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Nomar Garcia-Parr. The Dodgers, when they're at home, they average better than 50,000 fans per game, a little over 15,000 there last night, Jerry, but still, that was the largest weeknight crowd of the year for the Marlins.
And that's a shame because the Miami Marlins, it's a bigger market, especially that Miami-Dade County. There's a lot of people there. They got to get a better product on the field, then the fans will come. But I was wondering, I know last show we saw the Marlin picking on Kirsten right there.
Yeah.
The Catman's on the mound. Don't cats love eating fish/Marlins?
Especially big cats.
Big cats, huh?
Yeah.
Go get him, Catman.
Well, hopefully he goes out there and sets the tone because he had a great outing, his first outing after so many days of laid off. Go out there and continue what you're doing.
He almost rolled his R's, Jerry. I mean, Catman, great. Almost.
Yeah.
It's bad
He said it.
news that we're all kind of expecting. Teao Hernandez placed on the 10-day injured list with a groin strain. Jerry, you rub off on me after all these years. What can I say?
So
Felt a twinge in his second at bat last night. Teao did just before he singled to right field, came out of the game, and now he's going to be on the shelf for weeks. Teo's off to another great start this season, hitting .315, tied for the team lead in homers with 9. He's leading all of baseball in RBIs with 34. James Outman has been called up to take Teo's spot. Dodgers are already without Tommy Edman and a few key pitchers. Now they lose baseball's top run producer as well. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers in Miami. She joins us live from Lone Depot Park with more on Teao. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to be without Teoscar, as he is the league leader with RBIs with 34 already on the season. But as you mentioned, the team is going to be without him for some time. Dave Roberts gave the update on that groin strain this morning.
It was a grade 1 adductor, and so with Teao, he doesn't come out of baseball games, so put him on the IL. Obviously, he's going to be inactive for a while, and I don't really know a timetable. I think that's all contingent on when he starts back up again, but unfortunately, we're going to lose him for a little bit.
He's been off to an incredible start this year. Just what does that mean for the lineup, but also just kind of the impact he's had with the top of the order?
Well, he's had a huge impact. We brought James Outman, so James will be in center field today. Andy will slide over to right. I just think it's going to be more of a platoon-based roster right now, and we'll kind of go from there.
It's one thing to have guys fill his position in the outfield, but how much are you going to miss what he does offensively?
Yeah, I think just... even today, we've got Andy hitting second, where I sort of like him in the middle of the order to the middle bottom, and but he's, without Teao, you're trying to balance out the lineup, and so a guy that can take professional bats, drive runs in, he's certainly going to be missed.
Can we get some kind of ballpark? Is this a many weeks thing?
Well, it's certainly weeks, but I just don't know how long. I mean, I really don't know. Yeah.
It's red hot there in AAA.
And when you have some guys out of the lineup, like Mookie Betts, like Teao, right now you look at those guys like Max Muncy, Michael Conforto, hopefully, those guys hopefully start going upwards in their average.
And Teoscar Hernandez, he leads the team in home runs. He leads the team in doubles, leads all of baseball in RBIs. So Nomar, it kind of goes without saying, but that's a huge void when you don't have baseball's top run producer in your lineup.
Well, listen, so far this season, up until this part of the season, he's been the Dodgers MVP. He's been their most valuable player, the way he's knocking guys in and what he's done and what he's meant to the lineup. Now, it's probably easier to say, well, you can just plug in anybody. I know analytically people think that you just plug anybody, you get the opportunity. No, he is a run producer. He finds a way. Jerry and I talk about that all the time. Guys who are RBI machines like Teoscar Hernandez, they just don't come along. You just can't find them anywhere. So what happens? What does that mean? Yes, guys are still going to have opportunities, especially with that top of the lineup. You need guys who really know how to adjust and handle the bat. and make given what the game situation is, whether you just need to hit that ball up the middle because the infield's bad, trying to get that sacrifice fly. But who's been doing a really good job is Will Smith. I see Will Smith doing that. He does an excellent job getting that sacrifice fly when you need it. I know he's out right now, but Tommy Edman handles the bat extremely well. It'd be really interesting, too, is if you even potentially move Freddie Freeman back to that 4 spot, because we know he's another guy who just adjusts in his RBI machine and maybe find somebody else who might be in that 3 spot, find a way to get on base, because you know Freddie can knock him in, and he's as good as they come when it comes to knocking in runs as well. So you have some options there, but it's really, guys, when you always look at that 3-4 kind of spot, you're looking at guys that maybe handle the bat and can make adjustments just to get those guys in.
Maybe see Will Smith come up, maybe hit third at times, and with Freddie Freeman hitting fourth. But I think it's a collective effort. You're not going to plug in one player and say he's going to be our Teao Hernandez. It doesn't work out that way. I mean, we would love for that to happen. Maybe James Outman could be that guy, but it's a collective effort. Now is the time for guys like Max Muncy, Michael Conforto, and the rest of the guys are getting opportunities. Kike Hernandez is going to get some more playing time, especially against left-handed pitchers. Hopefully it's a collective effort, but make no mistake about it. Teao Hernandez is a huge blow to us. Right?
And plus, you don't have Mookie Betts in the lineup today. There's also a chance Freddie Freeman gets a planned day off tomorrow, Jerry. But when you have the big 3 all in there, does it change anything in their approach when they know that they don't have baseball's best run producer in that 4 hole behind them?
I don't think so, because whether it's Mookie Betts, whether it's Freddie Freeman, they've been the guy on various teams throughout the years. So, sure, when you have Teao Hernandez behind you, that is a tremendous luxury. But those guys are used to carrying the load. So they understand when you have Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, those 3 guys, 1, 2, 3 is as good as it gets in all of baseball. So hopefully they continue to play well, because we know when they play well together at the same time, they are a force to be reckoned with.
You know, I don't think it puts pressure on these guys, because they're going to go with the same approach, because they're trying to drive themselves in on a regular basis, or do something, drive the guy who's on base, whatever it is. All those guys, I mean, they get the job done. As far as pressure, where it may be, or it might make you work a little more and think a little more, would be whoever's batting third. And if that, let's say that is Freddie Freeman, and I always said that the 3rd spot is a guy who actually has to think the most in the lineup. Not only be able to handle the bat, but think the most. And what I mean, because if you have, say, the guy, your number 2 hitter hit a leadoff double and he's on second base, you're going, okay, where's my thought here? Do I'm thinking about moving him over? Depends on who's my 4th hitter. It also depends who my 5th hitter is as well. When you know you have someone like Teoscar and you're going, is it righty on righty who's up there, or is I facing a lefty? You're going, okay, facing a lefty, they're not going to want to pitch to him. They're going to want to pitch to me. So you have to be more aggressive. So there's just a lot more thinking that goes along, especially in that 3rd spot. So with Teoscar out, it definitely changes things, especially if that 4th spot is moving around, or if you just put somebody like a Freddie there and you're going, okay, just be yourself, Freddie, because you can handle the spot.
You know what? Who could actually soften it when he gets back is Tommy Edman.
Yeah.
We've seen Tommy Edman hitting that 4 spot when there's a lefty on the mound. Maybe he hits second when there's a righty on the mound and slide Mookie and Freddie 3, 4. So Tommy Edman getting back, I think, is going to ease the pain a little bit for Oscar being out.
And plus, Will Smith is a capable guy hitting in that 4 spot as well.
There's no doubt he's capable of doing it. I really like the way he's swinging the bat. It's just a matter of your catcher going, because you also want to manage him to get him rest. Let's not forget that, too. So that's one of those things.
He won't be in there tomorrow. Right. Because the day game after a night game.
See you in Miami. Under the lights of some bright sunshine on this Tuesday afternoon, giving way to Tuesday evening. Shohei Ohtani back in Lone Depot Park, a place he has created some memories and some moments. Closed out the 2023 World Baseball Classic here, became the first ever 50-50 player here, and then last night, the hardest hit home run of the Major League season here. And he leads off the starting lineup for Dave Roberts and company. Andy Pages batting second. It's the first time in his career he's hit higher than 4th in the lineup. As Mookie Betts is down for the day, Freddie Freeman will bat 3rd at first. Will Smith will take over the cleanup spot with Teoscar Hernandez hitting the injured list. Max Muncy batting 5th at the hot corner. Michael Conforto 6th in left field. In the last 3 of the order, Miguel Rojas at short. James Outman back in the bigs in center field. And Hye-Sung Kim, a second straight day starting at second base. On the mound for the Marlins, a right-hander the Dodgers are familiar with in Cal Quantrill.
Okay, you look at the overall numbers, ERA over 8 last week when he went against the Dodgers, 3 2/3 innings. Gave up a home run, a walk, a couple of strikeouts. 72 pitches.
StatCast 3D is powered by Google Cloud. This is what he used against the Dodgers in that outing in LA.
Yeah, I tried to thwart him with that four-seamer. Threw it about 30% of the time, but you saw it got hit almost, what is that, 600 clip if I'm doing my math correctly. A few hits on the other pitches, but again, Quantrill's not a guy that is going to miss a lot of bats. He's just trying to miss barrels, give you some length. But he has got to be picture perfect against this Dodger offense.
Seventh start of the season, his first six have led to an ERA of 8.10. Opponents batting .345 against Quantrill. Shohei Ohtani's ready to go, as is Quantrill. First pitch foul back. Strike one has game two underway. The last 10 games against the Marlins, Ohtani is batting .359. 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, 9 stolen bases. One ball, one strike. And last night, 2-run home run, basically 118 miles per hour off the bat. Caught by Jonathan Herb in the bullpen, a.k.a. J-Bone. The 1-1 pitch, big swing and a miss. Ohtani falls behind. On the 1-2. Count squares up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Believe it or not, Ohtani has never taken Cal Quantrill deep. 5 hits, 2 doubles. Strike 3 called. Shohei not going to argue that one.
Well, by the way, he took that pitch clearly looking for something else. Got a big part of the plate, but as I said, Shohei sitting on something else. He knew right away. Guessed wrong.
Shohei Ohtani launches one deep to right. He remains a menace to the Marlins. On the very first pitch thrown by Veneziano, Ohtani ties the game.
Tried to get ahead, off-speed pitch, but just leaves it center cut, and really no doubt at all the minute that ball was struck.
Levels the scoreboard to a side. All the folks who came out for Japanese Heritage Night here in Miami. Yep. Ohtani flex on him. Now Pages pushes it foul again. 0-2.